this shit is still a lot. Low. Assumption wrong. Why do you make the assumption that something's wrong? Yeah, it's wrong. You know, I think I've been trying to go through my mind the past 2 days, day and a half, trying to figure out what part was right. None of it was right. You know, the thing I keep coming back to, I don't know why, Miss Candace, that's Grandma Candace, she doesn't like being called Grandis or any of that other shit. Remember back in the beginning she said, you got it right, but you got it wrong. I beg to differ with her. You got it wrong, you got it wrong. You got it all wrong. All fucking wrong. And to come here and tell people they're wrong is the very reason why they behave like they do. It's because they don't want to admit they're wrong. You want to know who's been the most wrong? Take your pick. Take your pick. Want to know who's the least wrong? Chasing justice. She's the voice of reason. She's the less vocal. She has the most restraint. I had a long talk with her this morning, and we talked about a lot of different things, but one of the things I talked to her about, she asked me, she says, what do you do now that you've seen what online has really done? What do you do? So I don't know, Tracy. Is there something I can do? You want to know? Tracy, she said, you know what, Benny, I bet it was the hardest thing walking away, leaving them there. I said it was. It was the hardest thing. It was, that whole thing was my Vietnam. It was my own personal hell. It was my own personal war. I got back here and it's like, you know, I don't feel the passion anymore. I don't feel the compassion anymore. Because I saw what so many YouTubers did to this family, and I had no idea what it actually did to this family until I saw what it did to this family. And you're like, my God. My sweet baby Jesus. What the actual fuck? Oh, man. told Tracy that, you know what, there is hardly any Mothers of the Year anymore. We all, as parents, make mistakes, but I said, you know what? Candace loves those children. Holy cow. Candace loves those children. The most intense way. So yeah. The struggle now is what do you do? I don't know what you do. I don't know what to do. There isn't a YouTube God to pray to. There's not a YouTube police to go talk to. There's not a YouTube motivator that jumps in when sucky humans fuck up really delicate cases. You know, for the first 5 months, well, not even 5 months. Once I met Don and Candace in person the first time, I was like, oh, I could feel what had been done, but I couldn't see what was happening. And then to be there and watch what YouTube does to Don and Candace, and then watch and listen to what detectives say YouTube has done to this case, it was really me just speculating, you know, cause and effect as an adult. Like, well, if this is happening, this must be happening, but I had no way to prove it or no way to substantiate it, because, you know, you can't just call TBI and say, hey, how bad is YouTube really fucking it up? You gotta be on that hill to see it and to hear it. Holy shit. Holy shit. You can't even begin to imagine why a lot of you people make these dirty fucking lives where you discuss everything but anything important. But you put that little girl's name on it, or you put that man's name on it, or you put that woman's name in it, or you put the grandmother's name in it. Man, let me tell you what, it's blasphemous. This is just blasphemous. Pure, unadulterated blasphemy. You know what? Really scary? These people that we saw do these things, they have power. They can vote. They can pass legislations. They can be part of all kinds of stuff. It doesn't mean nothing. They place such a high importance on it, which means nothing. You have psychotics like Blowjob Betty, JLR, Molly Golightly, Olivia. These people are actual fucking psychotics that would come to that place knowing they weren't going to do anything but put themselves in danger. And then they get on the news and they want to make the news believe that they lit a fire underneath the police to get them to do what? To do the fuck what? What did you get the police to do except for run around and show up everywhere you caused a problem, but you weren't never there? Can somebody help me make sense of it? Because I just can't understand it. The ones that had the chokehold on this case, and the ones that were You know, it's not even about the money. That's just an added slap in the face after the insult. But, you know, money aside, please, let's leave the money aside for a minute, because let's think about all you did to this family for free. You did this shit for free. You just needed help to go the extra mile and do the extra damage. Take that plane trip, that flight. Hua. It's the most despicable thing. See, it's my Vietnam. That tells you what I feel and think about what I saw and went through there, right? It's Don and Candace's personal hell too. People getting paid to influence people's personal hells. Holy shit. You mean you're the paid sponsor of the Wells family hell? No one's safe. The dogs, the kids. Molly Golightly didn't get her way. Couldn't flex on me, so she threatened Cam and Allie's kids. She threatened Cam and Allie's kids. Wow. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And you know, I don't know. I'm so tired of fighting everything with this YouTube. Everything is a fight. Everything is hard. Everything is aggressive, and it's fucking deceitful, and where else in life can we go and deal with a bunch of fucking derelict, junkie criminals that have such a staunch opinion about a little girl they've never met and they would never meet? You think if Summer comes home, you're invited to anything having to do with Summer? This is your legacy you're leaving behind. It's a legacy. Your children are gonna watch this stuff. Your children already watch this stuff. Whatever the case is, and you're proud. This isn't just Molly. This is all of them. All of them. Can you imagine Doug's Doug can't get far away from a bottle far enough to get up there. Must be the only thing they sell he likes is in California. Right? The Lab, TM, Chasing Justice, any of you. You're filthy, you're foul. Terrible parents in your own right, most of you. We've seen the evidence online. Ziggy, AB, fucking chunky motherfuckers, man. Addicted to hate, addicted to the worst things known to man. Fame, it's the worst drug known to man. Fuck me. Authority, power. It's the complete, absolute stretch of anything human. None of this is human. None of it. You know, the thing is that the only way we could fix it is a time machine. We don't have that. I don't even think that we could safely say that we can go forward into the present and the future and change the way we feel about what we've done. I've not done anything. It's a lot of you out there that have. It's a lot of you out there that have torn this fucking family apart. And as soon as somebody comes around in a comment and calls you a bitch, World War 70,000 opens up for you. That's the way it really is. Somebody call you the C word. Holy cow, you're gonna come unglued off the wood you came on, right? Just completely unwrap your package. Slide your cracker off the cheese. Under whatever, hot dog slipped out of the bun. I don't know what you call it. Thank you, Amanda. Chin, yes, the C word. You've got people in the comments that are nastier than the devil. Then you got people in the comments that are the ones that make things happen here. You've got creators that make a difference. And then you have creators that have made the difference. You know, people that don't believe in due process, I thought before, were just idiots or slow or, you know, mentally challenged. It's not always that. A lot of people that don't believe in due process been fucked over by the law and knew they were guilty. And so to ever believe that you could go in front of a court of law and think that someone's innocent could never be, because these people are terrible human beings. They've never been innocent before they were guilty. These people that don't believe this have always been guilty. Always been guilty. Look at Molly Golightly. We see her track record. Look at TM. Look at her track record. Look at these people online. I don't know whatever you could do with them. You can't do nothing with them. What would you want them in their house, in your house, to try to fix them anyways? These people come from a long line of losers. I don't know what you do. I don't know where you go from here. I don't know what's left to do. I don't know that any of this shit was ever any of our fucking business to get involved with anyways. I mean, in fact, after seeing what YouTube has done to that family, I hate that I was even involved. I'm sorry, I, as someone that creates content and awareness and activism here, hate that I had to stand on top of that fucking hill and apologize for people I loathe, only because we come from the same place. It sucks that Molly Golightly and I aren't from the same church. We're from the same shithole called YouTube. That's where we're from. I came from the same place as Molly Golightly? You mean I came from the same place as the Interview Room? And J is for Justice and Share? You mean I used to be friends with some of these ladies? Oh my God. Do you mean to tell me you can donate to Jay's fucking, her criminal fund? Her from losing her whole fucking life because that stupid bitch won't keep her mouth shut. Well, I hope your shit plays out on court TV, bitch. That'd be real funny. Watch them jerk a whole life from underneath of you because you can't keep your bitch ass shut. I hope you and Critical K lose everything so as you can be the reason why nobody ever has to be in your position again. Please be the food for thought for all of us. I hope you are. I hope they jerk any projected income from your fucking sorry lives. I mean, everything was wrong. You heard on the Molly Golightly news segment, they don't want anybody up there. They even have a blue bin at the bottom because they don't want packages at the top of the hill. You fucking idiot. You didn't even try to walk that hill, let alone drive a fucking UPS up a fucking steep incline. It looks like a riverbed. Yes, I thought before, holy shit. You gotta have, you only have to have, you can only get up that driveway if you have four-wheel drive. There ain't no fucking way. Oh man, holy shit. You tear the fucking axles off anything trying to go up that if it ain't four-wheel drive. Cam got his truck up there, and you're gonna out of it going up there. It's greasy, it's slippery, it rains there, it does. That ground stays wet. I just don't even know. Every fucking thing was wrong. Oh my God. Everything. Cannot even begin to imagine how wrong every single thing is. I mean, everything you hear most of the time on YouTube is just a projection of someone's really deep-seated, misguided opinion. Like, you're gonna hear some people's opinion that says, oh my goodness, there's just so many kids missing from Hawkins County, and there ain't. Every fucking thing. Everything. And everything is getting a little bit better too. And let me tell you what I mean by that. We know it was said, and I guess by YouTube standards corroborated, that it took 40 minutes for the police to make their response to Ben Hill Road. I complimented the gentlemen on their response time to come to that property and see about Molly Golightly. They got there and it was right around 27. It was in the ballpark. It was a quicker response. It was rendered before, and a lot of these guys are coming from, you know, way far out in the county, and they get there, right? They got there in under 40 minutes, which was, you know, that was the response time the day the summer got gone, right? So things are better, right? The police aren't not doing their job. They're doing it more efficiently. You just can't see it. Fuck! You can't see it. And it's the people that know the very least that got the most to say. Right? I mean, shit. If Jody, you mean to tell me Jody Sue knows knows more about what happens on that hill than the people that live there? Well, fuck. Jody Sue didn't even know her life was coming as she knew it was coming to change right before her eyes, right? But we listened to her adaptation of the past, and she wants to tell you about all the shit she knew about, but didn't know her own situation was falling to shit. Man was saying for another woman, but she knew everybody that tell you about Jody Sue. Right? Is that what you want us to believe, Jody? That you knew all the fucking business over there, but didn't know the business going on in your own house that pertained to you? I don't know. Guess what? Have we all here been scammed before? Not in YouTube necessarily, but we've all had the wool pulled, whether it was for money or not. So now when people don't even know if a man, like I don't know if Chase embezzled money or not. You want to know why? Because I didn't get involved in that from the get. I would have got involved in that first 30 days, but not after 6 months. That wasn't for me to get involved in, right? But instead of handling it swiftly and properly, the way that I see it being handled is well, here's Chase's version. Kind of sounds like it's over and done with. Quick. Triumphant fireworks blasting off in the sky that everyone thought it might be. I don't know. I'm just looking at, it's my interpretation. You know, the audio, it's not widespread and available. Like, okay, yeah, I hear it's on Ziggy's channel. What hour and what minute? Because it ain't just a video that she put up of the call. It's buried in some fucking, quarter century long live. And we knew that as soon as we came out and we made any deal about the situation with Brad, that it was going to take a foothold and it was going to start climbing the YouTube mountain. Everyone was going to do a show. I keep hearing these people, come on my show. Look at my show. And you're fucking right, it's a show. I don't call my shit on panel. You want to come on panel? Catch a link. Like, man, you mean to tell me this environment is so fucking sketchy and nasty now that it has its own lingo? I hear new fucking slang being developed in the Summer Wells case. Wow. Awesome. Holy shit. We got time to create new slang. The fuck is this? Catch a link on panel. That sounds so fucking stupid. That's the shit that happens in Hollywood. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a bunch of y'all out here as creators can't even fucking create good. And that's the easiest part about being on YouTube, is putting the shit on YouTube. Some of the more difficult parts are, creating fucking original content that's mind-provoking and could be catalyst to change, and I don't know what the fuck else. Remember when there was this trend, right? Benny and Lizzie started a petition. There was this trend, everyone's gonna start a petition. AB started a petition to take Benny Keys offline. Didn't happen. Ziggy created a petition to, for real, go big time. It's all play. No follow through. No follow. None of these people through whatsoever. They say they're gonna do some shit. They don't do it. They won't do it. Why would they? You got people like Nita out here begging the people that are worried about this case, and this little girl out here begging for $63 and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? People driving off of cliffs. Everything for some clout. Let me tell you what, had I came down that hill with my video camera on, you would have saw the other side, and it would have looked way different to you. I wasn't right, but then again, I wasn't all the way wrong either. Right? I mean, we do know the threat that someone coming on that property unannounced served that family, right? And so we think we should treat other people that are doing the same fucking thing as the abductor, we ought to treat them like YouTubers, right? Ooh-wee. Ooh, I don't have life in the game fucked up. I treated them low-life motherfuckers like they were acting like an abductor. That's what I done. I treated them like they were sneaking on that property just like an abductor did. Acting fucking weird, acting sneaky and sketchy and stalking, and it was the same behavior they did that the alleged abductor would have also had to have behaved like. They behaved just the fuck like it. And let me tell you what, had I been on that fucking hill when that person took that child, I'd be in prison right now probably. You know, John Hinged, he did a video today, and he said, you want to know what? You want to know how I know Molly Golightly was scared out of her mind? Because she didn't put one foot on that property. She was there to push buttons. She was there to create a huge fucking scenario, but she was so scared she couldn't. How do you think that family felt? How do you think that family felt knowing there was people sneaking around just like the fucking abductor? What are they going to come and try to take now? The exact same behavior. And these people are not even bright enough to see what they've done, what they showed us. You showed us, Molly. Blowjob Betty, JLR. You showed us. And then in all your chagrin, all your chagrin, you sat there and said, oh no, that's not what we did at all. No dogs barking, nobody bit by a dog. Dogs are not vicious. 2/3 of them dogs are puppies that would have been this big when summer got gone. Some of the dogs that were in that pack from that original day, they no longer are up there. Somebody took them, they got hit by cars, you just don't know. Went off in the woods and met a greater predator, who knows? Sometimes they all go off and sometimes they all come back. And sometimes they don't all come back. People saying, oh God, them dogs, they gotta be going back to where Summer's at. Follow the dogs. They could just as easily be going to meet one of their friends that got hit by a car and it's dead on the side of the road. Or fell down into something, or who the hell knows what. Who the hell knows what. These people come here and they tell you what they tell you, and they tell you that it is so because they say so. Oh shit. Oh shit. What do you do? What could you do from here? I'm here to tell you that actually what we think is going on with these YouTubers exploiting this, it is actually exploitation, because I'm here to report back about what I saw during my Vietnam, and let me tell you what, I'm not here to tell you that they're all wrong because I don't like them. I didn't like them first and then came to find out how wrong they were. See, Molly Golightly, she doesn't understand. None of them understand at all that they could, guess what? Instead of speculating about what Chris Watts did, you could have been nice to him and you could have played like an undercover agent. You're such great fucking investigators that you can't even act like these people are innocent to them in order to get close enough to get them to talk to you. Wow. You mean to tell me you can't pretend? I'm not pretending. This is what I do. This is what I'll always do if I can find a niche. A niche, as Blowjob Betty says, a niche. If I could find a niche where I don't have to work around and through these idiots, it's what I want to do. I want to help. I really, really, really feel awesome about myself and the people that have got a glimpse of Blowjob's legal record. It's longer than Doug's. Holy shit. I've got a record. I used to grow some pot back in the day to make a little extra money 20 years ago. I don't know. All these people are liars, thieves, cons. Yeah, JLR, biggest piece of shit on earth. Well, he fights for that position with all the other biggest pieces of shit on earth. We know his record, did 10 years in the puzzle factory for taking money off the wire, right? Molly Golightly, well, we've seen her escapades in New Orleans, right? We know her and her husband got in trouble with mingling money in a real estate fuckery. Then you got Blowjob Betty. Skeptic just says she's got an arm-length fucking expose on her ass. So guess what, Skeptic? You mean to tell me we had a bunch of fucking criminals stalking us from other states in America, and then they arrived there and they thought they got the raw end of the deal because Benny was stacking firewood? Oh, wee. Do I think what I did was right? No, I think it was wrong. Do I think there's more than one way to skin a cat? I do, and I showed you. There wasn't no nice way I was gonna get them people away from there. The only way I was gonna be able to get them away, and to do it in a way that they wouldn't come back, and hopefully other people saw it was not gonna be safe to act like an abductor and sneak around that place. I mean, it's like, suppose the little girl was taken by a fucking UFO. Don't you think every time some bright lights were to show up, they'd get scared? Or if you've been bitten by a dog and attacked, and next thing you know, you see a big dog that kind of resembles that dog, and it's off the chain and it's running around wild. I bet she did take a piss on that property, and she didn't even probably wipe her cat. It's gross. Thing is, I don't have hate in my heart for nobody. But this YouTube is an environment that is starting to culture and cultivate hate in my heart for people. And that's when it becomes dangerous. You know, that's what they're really mad about. It isn't that Benny threatened a woman if she broke the law. It's not that. She's mad because she didn't get the footage she wanted. She's mad she didn't get the response she wanted. She's mad that Benny rendered a situation that was not for her clicks and views. Can you imagine someone that would stand in front of... I wouldn't go stand in front of me with no fucking piece of wood, getting threatened, all the things you heard me say. I wouldn't go do that to Benny Keys. But guess what? Some people will. Some people will put their life in jeopardy for a view. Or they'll put their life in jeopardy to prove to a subscriber that donated money that I came, I saw, I conquered. Veni, veni, veci. Golf clap, Molly. The worst type. I saw her Miami video where she stereotyped a bunch of black people dancing on the sidewalk having fun, and she says she was videoing them, and then she said moments before the shooting, and then she walks away. Like that's like a real undercover, you know, fucking Republican way to fucking be racist. And you live TV, you have no coup. I can't even, I don't know. My wife, she tells me all the time when things I do online are not what she would find hot or sexy. I can't imagine some of the pillow conversations Molly and her husband have. At what point do you realize, see, that wasn't me standing on that hill. That was a very mean and nasty version of me. Very nasty. That was the monster in me. Not the good monster either. It was the monster that could make a mistake and hurt somebody, right? If, you know, like, the shit that happened on YouTube, it got so close and too real. And now it's so close that I felt threatened too. I only behaved like that because I felt threatened. My behavior stemmed from feeling like it was a situation where something could happen to me. And when look at the police. They come in amped up, you know, 3 stages higher than the people at the call that they're going to respond to. I did the same thing. They had such heightened aggressiveness that I had to come in. I had to slide in higher than what they were to feel safe. I didn't know if those people had weapons. I didn't know if the black man in the truck that was the security person, who was a real big pussy, I bet she'll never hire him again, didn't know if he had a gun. Didn't know what he would do if his client made the wrong decision and got attacked. And so where do we go from here? wiping your ass with this little girl's behavior. I don't want nothing to do with none of that. I wanted it to be over so quickly. As soon as it started, I wanted it over with. And then you know what? I go through my mind on what I would have done had I caught up to her on that property. I'm so glad that I didn't. It was a real answer to prayer that I did not see that woman taking pictures of me on that hill. I would have probably drop kicked her 80 feet down that hill. And she would have looked like she fell skiing. Just like she said, I went into ski mode. She would have looked like she fell chin first all down that hill. Every bounce just right on her chin. And I am so thankful that I did not catch her breaking the law. There would have been very little the law could have done to protect her. And that's really what the punishment was, right? The cops are like, yeah, they came on the property. See if they'll come again. If they come again, you fucking treat them like property. No. Yeah. I want to get treated like she was on the Wells property. She stayed in the middle of that road. John Hinch said she didn't even buckle a knee, like nothing. She didn't stutter step, she didn't head fake, she didn't pump, you know what I'm saying, pump fake, none of that. Like she stood like a statue right there. And John Hinch was like, yeah. She said that Benny had himself a crazy contest. Well, let me tell you what. No, he didn't have a crazy contest because she was scared. She stood like a statue, knowing she never had any intention on stepping foot on that property. None of them did. None of them did. JLR, probably the dumbest smart motherfucker in that whole group. He never wanted to get hurt. I don't blame him. It's a special kind of hurt that comes from out there, right? It's the kind of hurt you got to wait on an ambulance for a long time. That hurt really sets in. You got to live with that pain for a long time before it gets there to take that pain away, right? Turns into something different. You know, the king of lawsuits, he could have come out there and got his ass whooped and he actually got a lawsuit and won it. He didn't want that one. He didn't want that lawsuit, did he? That lawsuit was going to come with learning how to walk again and learning how to feed yourself again and shit. And then it wasn't worth it, was it? You weren't as committed. I was committed as fuck. For that family, I would have took a charge. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. I hear you're going back January 7th, 8th, and 9th. Is that right? Or 6th, 7th, and 8th? You just thought I was going to go one time, huh? You didn't think I wouldn't come every single time? See, the problem was you idiots didn't put it all together correctly. Everybody didn't get there on the same day. So you had to wait and make these dumbass excuses and make nasty donut videos and get drunk and shit at the airport. And then the people came in and you're like, oh, we're here. We're actually late. And you got one of the ladies, you just got a bunch of moving parts. You got blowjob Betty, her car breaks down on the way up there, and it burns up on the way back. Probably didn't check her fucking gas, right? Or her oil. Then you got Nita, her shit breaks down, and she's got to get a man to fix it for her. And then, she doesn't get what she absolutely came down there for. And then so she turns around and tries to burn the man up. Man, shit. In the words of John Hinge, you're trying to flame these people for the wrong. You ain't even flaming them right, but when you flame them, it's got to be, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be just hard-hitting shit. None of this shit is hard-hitting at all. This shit ain't good for nothing. All it's done is fucked your heads up. That's it. All of it's wrong. It's fucked your heads up. Remember back to somebody that told you something they wanted you to believe was the scripture, biblically. And then you came to find out it was a lie, and they never went back and told you, yeah, I was wrong. You're right. I was wrong. Who have they been? All of them. That's who. All of them. Even me too. Shit, if I find myself in a situation where other people are wrong and I'm involved, I'm usually the chief sinner. You know, the thing is I've seen very few people that have actually put themselves out there for there was no gain. No gain for them. No social media gain. Everybody wants a click and a view with Donnie or Candace in the picture. We could have sat up on that hill and made Benny Key's channel a fucking monster. Videoed all the shit. We could have sat up there and made fun of you. We could have sat up there and changed the way you feel about yourself. We could have sat up there and gave you the real about a bad situation. For what? I wasn't up there to video them people and share it with nobody. The good people knew. Take care, Mr. Brain. I'm just so sick of this shit. I'm so sick. And that's the thing. The brain, he gives you a little rundown into the psychology. Aussie, she does too. But it doesn't have any sticking power. People don't care. You're never going to change enough people's minds for it to matter to clean this place up. You just won't. They'll continue on battering and bruising and, you know, misallocating and misinforming and can't. Every new case that pops up always has the people from the locale that don't mean it no good, or the ones that mean it good. They pop in, right? It's always going to be the same thing. It's never going to change. This thing will never, ever, ever change. It will only progress further downhill. It's all it can do. There's nothing that's going to lift it out of the fucking the depths of hell. It's stuck here, just like this. Get used to the way it looks. Because the only thing it could do from here is go worse. There is no savior. There's no skeptics, brains, Bennies, Aussies, John Hinged, Lizzies. It's just not enough. It's too easy to be bad and make money. It's too easy to do bad and be rewarded and accoladed. It's too easy, it's too easy. The real doesn't even matter anymore. At all. We all want a more sensationalized piece of misinformation. Because guess what? Just regular misinformation is not good enough. It's got to be salacious. It's got to be so detailed and disoriented that people have no choice but to believe it. They're like, yeah, that's super fucked up. It's got to be true. Holy. That's so fucked up. It's got to be true. That's the way they look at it, amen? You know what? I never asked them how violated they feel. I can see on their faces that it hurts them. I can see on their faces that things that Molly Golightly does actually makes Don cry. I can tell you that I can tell you a fucking story what I could do. I could. What do we want to see happen? Do we want to see Don and Candace pay for something that you can't prove they did? Or do you want to make sure that the boys never go back to see their mom and dad? What else does YouTube want to do? What can YouTube take away? This whole thing for YouTube in the Wells has been a takeaway. Yikes. Very few people have given back. There's been a lot of people that have given back. But when you look at it in terms, of people that have done good or bad, hands down, it's people that have done bad. The good people could never give enough back to these people to compensate for what the ugly is taken away. Never. It's impossible. It is all the way impossible. It's nothing that you can restore in a 7-day trip, or Chasing Molly went lightly off the hill. It's nothing that you can do to restore what's been taken away. Yeah, we love you, Summer. We love you a whole lot, sweetie. We love you a whole lot. You know, I somehow think Summer's the kind of girl that she probably would feel weird about all these people fussing over her. I don't know why. She's a country girl. She's uncomplicated in that way, right? She probably would feel very strange having all of us mull over her, and she was a little ray of sunshine, wasn't she? And we're not talking in the past. We're talking in terms of having had seen photographs of her from the past where she looked like sunshine, because you've never seen a picture from the future. Every picture is from the past. Oh, hey. What's up, bro? Can I get one of them there cowboy lighters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yes. Can we add $4.99 50-cent straight box to that? And $4.49? Yeah. No. $4.99.
Oops, this ain't my car. Shit. I almost got in the wrong car. What the hell am I doing, man? You want a cowboy? Come on down. It's a bunch of them. But be careful. There's guys here that dress like cowboys that ain't really cowboys. That's because they know girls here like guys that sometimes dress like cowboys. Skank pimpers. Yeah. She was a lover. Oh, Summer. Pretty special girl she was. Her disappearance is not what's made her special. Let's be actual and factual about that, right? None of these children are just special because they've went missing. These children were all unique and special and gifts to someone before they went missing. And we should all feel a positive pull if we want to be involved in looking at these things. We aren't investigating anything. I can't make sense of what the one before me did to it. And someone's not going to be able to make sense of what I'd done to it. Just can't. The reason why it makes no sense is because you got a bunch of people here that are not trained investigators, and they have power only in the number of subs that they have, right? Someone must be more legitimate than the next because, oh, they've got 50,000 subs and this person only has 3,000 subs. And so there's no way the legitimacy is there, right? Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, right? These things get so fucked up in the real world because of what happens on YouTube by people that don't know how to investigate. They don't know the first thing about even source checking, fact checking, nothing. They have groups of people that they rely on who are just human that also are investigators. I mean, holy shit, look how wrong CM can get it, and he's got all the resources and law enforcement X and active that you could have, and he just can't get it right. So you mean to tell me the likes of Molly Golightly and the rest of the nerd herd, they've got investigative skills to get it right? I mean, you're listening to Blowjob Betty talking about like she's done many cases, and you've not done many cases. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. Whoever's hot, right? Coming back. Whoever's hot from coming back, like something like that. I mean, Blowjob Betty, when she started all this, she had 1,025 subscribers. Just linking next to Molly for a second, now she's got like 3,000. Ooh-ah. Hold on. Melody. Then I'm not referring to them. I can see the whole picture. It's you that need to see the whole picture. You've been led astray. I'm not cutting into you. I'm saying, yes, ma'am. You know what? There are some groups like Adventures with Purpose, right? I don't know how loosely they are to true crime or not. I know that a lot of what they do is search and rescue. Yes, there are groups out here based upon the internet, Trace Labs, OSINT. There are different communities that do it, but guess what, man? YouTube isn't it. for as much as we think they do, they tear down. Crap. And I agree with you, Melody. There are some people here that can do good work. Not in this community. They're not in this community. They're somewhere else, and they're doing the same thing we want to do. Right? But you are very right, Melody. I didn't mean, I hope that you don't think I jumped all over you, because that's not what it was. You are right, but, it does more harm than good, Kim. You're exactly right. Actually, an ex-cop, a detective, a homicide detective, started this mess. They didn't help find Gabby or Brian. If you go listen to White Boy Radio, they also debunked the fact that Molly Golightly and her crew found a water bottle that they claimed was from Gabby. That was a lie. But enough people don't care. There's enough people that don't care, or there's such a heavy rotation of new people coming that they take up for the people that, they're like, oh shit, yeah, I'm out of here. And then there's some sucker that's born right behind that. There's a fucking sucker born every second. You know what? It's not my job to identify them all. I don't know what my job is anymore. I don't know what my job is. It's starting to kind of seem like, if I want to fit in here, I got to turn into a gonzo. You guys know the real gonzo? If you don't know the real gonzo, he's basically a professional boots on the ground guy. He's going to go everywhere and feel the vibe and get involved and, stuff like that. The real gonzo, he's the real deal. Hold on. Howdy. Oh, see the brother puppy and the sister pupper. Oh no! Hi. You getting your hair back? Oh goodness. Hi, Sissy. Oh, Sissy's got my. Oh, Sissy, bring that here. Bring it here. Coach. Hi, brother bear. I think he's all put back together. Are you better? Oh, Sissy. Give me that. Give me that. Go. Go. Let's go. Come on. Mom's at work?
Yeah.
Oop. Oh. Oh.
How are you?
Good.
How was your trip?
What a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, both the whole Kentucky thing and then the weather, huh?
Yeah. I'm calling it my Vietnam.
Were you in the weather?
No, I went through the next morning after.
So you were further east in Kentucky then?
Yes. No, I was in Tennessee, but it went through part of Tennessee, straight line winds.
In Kentucky.
Yes. Yep.
And in Arkansas and all that. So.
Yep.
But where you were staying, you didn't get hit.
No, nothing out there. No.
So I thought it was in Kentucky that you were.
Nope. I was in far east Tennessee.
Okay. And then.
Like 5 hours from North Carolina.
Okay.
Way out there. I mean,
Well, Kentucky's up further north, right?
yeah.
And then, so the whole thing with the case, not
Right.
the weather. What happened?
I'll talk to you here in just a minute.
All right.
Let me finish.
Were you still doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
finish your game, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, as soon as you're done, I will fill you all the way in. Yes. Yes, sir. Dad has been very concerned about. Dad always asks me about what's going on with the case, and Mom's always asking me. And you guys, Mom doesn't get on the channel, or Dad doesn't get on the channel. Mom gets on the channel here and there, and usually is, you know, a voice of reason. You guys see that, right? Been a long time since you've seen that, right? Oh boy. Oh, shooey. Unbelievable. Back here again. I've got, still got a lot to try to process. Holy shit. So, you know, I wanted to do a video, you know, thanking everyone for their donations and their help. You know, we did a lot of great things for that family, and it wasn't gonna be possible, you know, that believed in something good. And I want to be able to lay down at night feeling like, you know, everyone is happy with their contribution and they saw where it went, and they, you know, they were able to maneuver through this thing with me and for me. A lot of you guys did this for me, you know. Hey, G-Dog, Casey K, Chrissy G has no time for the BS. I love that. Hair Gal, Carla Z, California Thunder, Mama Chase, Kitty, Too Much Mom, Rachel M, Lean On Me, Momo, Angie Leah, Honest Rage, Kathy 117, Terry, No Lies, Amanda, Jennifer Johnson, Innocent Until Proven Guilty, Joe, Amy, Wendy Asbury, Lady in Red, Izzy Pop, Diana Mo 1, Mama Jan. Thank you again, Mama Jan, for your gift this morning. That was a lot. Sweet TT, thank you so much. You guys, I got my package from Sweet TT, or my wife did, Saturday morning, and she said, you got a package from Sweet TT. I'm not going to say her name, but and my wife was like, it's to you. And I was like, go ahead and open it. She was like, it's for me? And I said, yeah. And she opened it up, and she's just in love with that thing. It's super cute. So if you guys want to see some pictures of what Sweet TT can create and would be interested in supporting her craft, she is super talented. AF Pennington, glad to see you, beautiful. I hope you're doing okay. Brandy Bradford, you're an MVP. Love you. Cheshire, Mercury, love you. Pendar, SWVA Gal, thank you. Luna Umbra, Sweet D, Callie, Elaine, Casey K, Amanda, Jaded, Cat's Eyes, Mother Goose, Quiet Connie, AM, Mama Buzz, Rap View, Lizzie B. Savage, Crazy M, Kennard Knight Rider, NH Girl, Short and Sweet, Michelle, Kitty, Leah, Lynn, Ann, Summertime. You guys are the MVPs. Small Fries, Lynn, Mama Chase, Lady in Red, Scoose,
Grammy, G-Dog, Karen Renfro. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Much love and respect back to Beach Creek. Guess what? I got friends in Beach Creek. I got friends on Ben Hill. I got friends all around Kingsport now. Let me tell you what. It's a place I plan on going back to because it's a good place. It's a wholesome place. It isn't all what Jody Sue tells you it is. It's not. They got churches there. They've got schools there. They've got, they've got a native. Like, you guys, I ask any of you to check out the history of Kingsport, Tennessee. Kingsport, there's an island in Kingsport that the Cherokees used to travel to, and they would go there and they would do their business. And there's just before they head down to Louisiana, there's just a lot of history in Kingsport, Tennessee, and in that area, Hawkins County. It is a very dynamic area, and the people there are, they're good as rain. They are. Hey, Desert Lover. It's a beautiful place, and I see why the Wells chose that place and why Don's mom chose that place. It's a little, Don owns 11 acres of God's heaven, in my opinion. You got the most beautiful sunrises, the most beautiful sunsets. There's deer galore. I mean, there's animals everywhere. It is just, it's a piece of heaven, I got to see Eastman. Eastman is, Eastman Chemical Plant is, it's bigger than the downtown area of Kingsport, but it's a chemical plant. And it is very, very, very interesting. We will figure that out, Lady in Red. I will get you somewhere in a community post that you can send. I've got to get a P.O. box, and I'll just get it tomorrow. Hawkins County is named after my third great-grandfather. Shirlene, that is cool. Benny, what do you believe happened to Summer? I believe a bad, bad man took her. And I can't put it together in my mind how it happened. No one can. No one can. Thank you, Angie. No one can figure it out, not even the police. Everybody thinks Don did something to her, or this person did something to her, and Grandma or Candace. And when you go there and you see and you live with that, the moment to moment with those people, you come to realize very quickly that they didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know. Don was at work. They passed the polygraphs. There's nothing digitally, forensically, social media, emails, texts, phone calls, nothing out of the ordinary that would suggest that it's anything more than what Sheriff Lawson said. And Sheriff Lawson's number one theory is that the girl walked away from there. That also could include her walking away and being picked up. One day I think this, and then one day I think that. But it always is about how somebody took her off of there. Did she walk down by the mailbox? She wasn't ever supposed to. Candace has CB little walkie-talkie radios. The two oldest boys, they're allowed to go down by the creek and fish and go down by the flat area where Molly snuck in the barn there. They're not allowed to go up by the road, but they're allowed to go down to the creek, not past the creek. And when they go down there, they have to have the walkie-talkies. The youngest boy in Summer were not allowed to go off the hill, period. Period, period, period. I don't know. Did the little girl break the rules and then pay the ultimate price by someone kidnapping her? I don't know. Was she minding her own business on her property and someone came up and snatched her? I don't know. Did she go down the hill to pick up one of her toys and someone grab her? I don't know. I know for a lot of the people that want to wonder why the toys are on the side of the hill, you do know boys will be little boys, right? Okay. The little boys would ride their bikes down the hill X amount of times, and then on the last ride get tired and not bring the bike back up the hill. That's why all those toys and bikes and big wheels are on the side down the hill. They rode them down there. Or did she follow her dog Yucky and then get abducted? Mama Jan, yeah. She could have followed a dog. She could have followed one of the kittens. She could have followed one of the cats. Anything is possible. She wandered and then been picked up, very plausibly. I mean, we know kids are kids, right? If kids thought like adults, well, I think they'd be more trouble. But kids are going to break the rules, man. Thank you, Amanda, so much. They're it's a very strange situation because, we know that Jody Sue's son is an adult. He's 18 or 19 years old, but she tries to treat him in her mind, and on here she treats him like he's a child, and we know that he's not. Yeah, that's a kitty. Hey. Hi, Kiki. So yeah, my mother just got here. I'm going to jump off of here.
And fill her in.
Yeah, Lady in Red, it was very hard on my heart to watch what they go through. Thank you, Lulu. So yeah, I'm gonna jump off of here. 619 people in here and only 192 likes. Please hit that like button. Junior is very interested in the noise. Ooh, Junior's got a crush on Miss Kitty.
So does her mommy.
Yep. All right, guys. Everybody hang in there. I'll come on one more time tonight and we'll have a big discussion tonight, I think. I don't really know what else is there left to talk about, but I certainly would like to give anyone that would like an opportunity to come up and talk. I love you, Lizzie. Thank you, Miss Taro. Thank you, Angie. Much love, Carla. Thank you, Joan, Lynn, Rachel, everybody. I'll be back tonight. I love you.